We just got a question in the chat. Is now a good time to start a business? Every business I've started, I started during a really bad economic time. And here's the one thing I love about starting a business during this time. People don't BS you. What I love about starting a business now is people are under pressure. It's highly risky. And what I love about it is if I call a customer now and they're not going to buy from me, they're going to tell me.
Right.
Whereas I think when everything is going well and things are rosy, we all have extra time, people waste my time. And I think one of the greatest challenges of starting a business is avoiding happy ears. Because every business owner fundamentally is an optimist. Like, think about it. You leave your job, you put your personal savings, like to start a business, you have to be an optimist.
Right.
But to grow a successful business, you have to be a realist, but never lose your optimism. And what I find is a lot of small business owners waste their time. So they work on 10 opportunities and 9 are never going to happen. So just the other day, I was pitching this idea to a big company and I sent them this big long email and they said, "Oh, really appreciate it. Thanks. Let's think about it." They came back to me the next day and said, "Yeah, it's not going to work for us." I actually sent them an email and I said, "I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you telling me a firm no, because most people give me a fake yes. Yes, we'll think about it. Send me another proposal. Yes, can we get on a call to talk about it?" Now people are worried about survival. So I think from that perspective, this is a great time to start a business because people are going to be brutally honest with you.
Well, number one, partly depends on which business. If you're telling me it's a brick and roller, fast casual, I'm probably going to say simmer down. But otherwise, I think for sure, any time of massive disruption comes massive opportunity. I always believe, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And another window opens up. There are windows that are opening up all over the place right now. And that's okay. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We're not meant to stay on our heels and be beaten down. We're meant to rise back up again. So telemedicine and all this outsourcing of labor. I mean, imagine how big virtual assistant businesses are going to become, right? Because you can go on and on. So I think the answer is yes. Also, sometimes when you learn how fragile the world is, you become a little less afraid of the worst case scenario. You are living the worst case scenario. Your nightmare has come true, right? So now all the things we were always afraid of, like what might the apocalypse look like? Well, we just experienced it. And we're still here. You and I are still talking. Now, a lot of people are obviously suffering. But sometimes I think when the worst comes to reality, you realize all right, I know I went through some personal challenges and divorce and cancer. And when I always came out the other side, I said, well, that didn't destroy me. I'm still here. And I think your appetite for risk actually increases every time you go through that. So my answer is it's a great time, but I probably would always say it's a great time to start a business.